Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law, and through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 Million Challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video we did a stock analysis for ticker symbol MMAT and a potential link with Tesla. We also did a stock update on ticker symbol OCGN, and potential approval from WHO for their COVID vaccine, so please refer back to previous video for details of those stocks. Today, before we start today's stock analysis, quick update on our $1 Million Challenge. This is a journey from an investment of $1,000 to $1 million over a period of 3 years using compound return investing, and we're looking at 201 trades with an average return in each trade of around about 3.5%. We do take into account losses. It's not 201 consecutive trades, and it's also based on compound return investing. So we're looking to minimize risk. We're trying to avoid the high risk stocks and the penny stocks. Details in special video in description below. So we also have as part of the challenge a spreadsheet with specially chosen stocks with low risk and also with target prices color coded in on the spreadsheet. So Discord community is growing. The atmosphere is very, very helpful. It's now in excess of 300 people sharing due diligence, technical analysis, chart analysis, trading tips and information, and working together in the challenge for our journey from $1,000 investment to $1 million return over a period of 3 years. Please click on description below for details and join us on this journey. The next part of the video is going to be looking at how the preference shares and the dividend is going to be paid for people who qualified for the dividend, who previously held the qualifying shares of ticker symbol TRCH. Before we look at that, quick reminder in terms of my calculation of the dividend. This was in a previous video, so please click in the previous video for details of this calculation. But just in terms of a quick recap of this on the screen, in my previous video, the quick calculation that I did in terms of the overall dividend projected in the calculation was $12.45. So if you have a look on the screen here, this is looking at a total acreage in terms of the Rio Grande land and assets that the company held, which was in excess of 134,000 acres. We're looking at an average per acre sale of $25,000. Some calculations have used $40,000, some calculations have used $5,000, so it's kind of a little bit of a compromise and a middle ground figure that is resulting in a net sale figure of just in excess of $2.2 billion, 10% legal and admin fees, $222 million, and then in terms of the final calculation, we look at $11.45 per share estimated, plus an additional $1 estimated for the Permian Basin sale. So that's the calculation of $12.45. Please refer back to the previous video for in-depth calculation details of how we got to this figure. So the next part of the video is going to look at how will the payments be made. So the majority of qualifying holders of the preference shares have received them in their account. They may have a nominal value of 1 cent, maybe $1, 10 cents is just a nominal value. So people in Robinhood or Webull and many of the other brokers have received those preference shares. They cannot be traded and they cannot be exchanged, so they belong to you at the moment. However, I'm going to share an update for you now for Trading 212. Trading 212 people who invested in TRCH through Trading 212 have still not received their preference shares. They we have had a response from Trading 2 in terms of whether or not we're going to get this dividend. Many people do have worries, do have concerns in terms of, is this dividend going to be paid to qualifying holders of the dividend through Trading 212, because we have not received preference shares in our account. So first thing I'd like to clarify before we look at the response from Trading 212 is, by law, that money belongs to us. We are the legally binding owners of those dividends. So as far as I'm concerned, whether or not Trading 212 make any statement contrary to that, that money will be expected to be paid to us, and if it isn't, then certainly there will be legal consequences. Okay, so on the screen here, let's have a look at a response from one of the customer care teams from Trading 212. He goes by the name of Boris. So on this chat that we have a copy of, the question is highlighted here. I wanted to ask about the special dividends payment to TRCH shareholders. From what I've heard, Trading 212 will sell our shares after the merger and it will change to MMAT. However, will we still receive the dividend payment? So Boris here has confirmed in writing, indeed, if you are eligible, you will receive the dividend. So just by that one sentence, just by that one response, that is a legally binding contract and an agreement based on contract law. So, okay, other Trading 212 representatives have stated we won't be receiving any dividend payments, so I wanted to clarify this. So that's a response from the person holding the shares, and Boris again has responded by, I've previously looked into this case and I can confirm that you will receive the dividend. So again, another reiteration of this legally binding statement that we will receive the dividend. So as far as I'm concerned, and everybody else who's holding qualification for the dividend through Trading 212, no need to worry. As far as I'm concerned, that money will be coming to us whether or not we get the preference shares or we don't. The cash payment will still arrive. The next thing I'd like to do is provide a stock update for ticker symbol SPRT, support.com. This ticker no longer exists. It now has become ticker symbol GREE. So anybody who's on Trading 212 will not have this ticker. So I'm going to share with you shortly an update in terms of the response from Trading 212. However, one thing I'd like to just go over as well today is the dangers of investing in squeeze stocks. So squeeze stocks are very high risk, very high return. And on the screen here, I'm going to give a shout out to Acrobatic Plates 5730. So he has posted on Reddit, 35k investment turned into 5k. Thank you, ticker symbol GREE. So not great news here for the investor who's invested 35k into ticker symbol SPRT. I can confirm that many people did make very, very large and significant profits in this stock. However, there are now many people who are bag holders of ticker symbol SPRT, which is not good. So in terms of strategy going forward, one thing that I would recommend in terms of a squeeze stock is once you are in there, get your profit, get out. And the key danger after that is FOMO. So what we have seen in some of the squeeze stocks is ticker symbol SPRT, ticker symbol BBIG, ticker symbol ATER. All of these have been very good squeeze stocks for people who profited. However, if you hold on too long into these stocks, then we have also seen very, very significant losses. So the key danger is FOMO. That's the key thing you need to avoid. The other thing is use your stop loss, 10% stop loss. It's much, much better to have a 10% stop loss and get out than have your losses increase to 15, 20, 25, 30. And in terms of this investor, a very significant loss from a 35k investment. So my personal opinion is squeeze stocks need to be invested in with money you're prepared to lose. So certainly shouldn't be investing in very significant amounts, and also with your stocks and your portfolio, this should also be diversified. So again, this is something very, very important in terms of strategy going forward. And finally, I'd like to provide you with an update in terms of Trading 212 and what's happened to previous holders of ticker symbol SPRT, which became ticker symbol GRE. So on the screen here, I'll share with you a summary of what has been stated. So we can see in terms of the response from Trading 212, as SPRT is merged with GREE, the new shares would be the GREE ones. They will be sold at the best available market price today, as per the instructions of our intermediary, and the funds of the sale will be distributed to your account shortly after. Currently, the conversion of shares as a result of mergers, acquisitions, stock dividends is not amongst our supported services. Hence, once the respected event is executed, if you are eligible, you will receive the cash equivalent of the new shares. The information is further stated in the following article on our help center. So you can have a look at that article. So Trading 212 are not converting your shares into GREE, so you will be getting a cash equivalent of them. And finally, again, details of the $1 billion challenge in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.